Hello everyone, listen to the tunes of the medieval times while we look at Sleepy Hollow, a growing, bustling town with lots and lots of prisoners that are kind of like stuck here in the town center. I think we have a problem. I think my security one is missing. First of all, it's a constable that's missing here. Yep, it's working again. And then we have 4 prisoners. It's rather full in there already. And yeah, well, people or prisoners are piling up in the town center for everybody to see, to throw some apples at, I guess, and stuff like that. We might need to do something about the security there in the near future. Also, my tavern is pretty close to completion now, so only 5 more stone is what we need, and stone is what we lack as well. Let's have a look at the book. So some of you have been suggesting this, very good advice there. I can actually sort my workplaces to who's working right now and who's not working, and as we can see, quite a lot of buildings are not working right now. Some of them though are the goods and food stalls that we have at the market. So they're fine that they're unassigned right now. We're not selling anything there. But then we have something that is missing. So the iron quarry there and the stone quarry especially, they're missing some people at the moment. So the iron quarry is also not working, which is not the worst of things because we really have a lot of tools. But I can still assign at least 1 person to that. Problem is, what I can see right now as well is that we don't really have anyone working or any unavailable people anymore, right? So most of my people are now really working somewhere. There's some finishing stuff up. I have no idea what this really means. I hope they're still working. Yes, these are the prisoners there. Shipwreck. Fisher folk have discovered the recent wreck of a ship and have recovered a large sum of gold coins from the holds. They also found a few sailors who survived and have invited them to join our settlement. This wreck must have been, or these shipwrecked people must have been on the ocean there for quite some time. 1,500 coin we get out of this. Oh, juicy, juicy. Is it Christmas already once more? That's a lot of coin here, really. We are a bit above our hold there, so unfortunately we're going to lose some of these coins. And there's also very close to the next promotion. I could promote so many people now. That would be insane. But let's actually use some of that money here to build something. We do have the tower as the next extension for our Lord Manor. Problem is, yeah, it's really about the stone there, is it? We don't have any stone. I can't build these things. Right, at least the building is now coming up for the tavern. I will need another security building. It's unavoidable. We have so many prisoners there. Okay, it's also the new month. We can go with some promotions again. Unfortunately, we've lost quite a lot of money already now in the process to that. A lot of people have joined, so let's promote them to serfs. And we can also promote them to commoners. And then we probably can go ahead here and upgrade a couple of them more to citizens. We have a lot of citizens now. And citizens, well, they do need some new goods. And one of them is the luxury goods. And we've already unlocked this one in the last episode. So we do have somewhere here for our goods, right? So we have the resource production, there's the goods production, the jewelry workshop, and another very important one is the common wares workshop. This one here we can sell then at the market directly, and I think it's going to earn us quite a lot of money too. Produces common wares out of tools, planks, and iron, and we do have all of that available already. The only thing is, well, I do need that building, and as we can see, this area up here, our new industrial zone, is continuing to grow, and I would like to have this new juicy building right next here to my center. So we already have a little road there, and this will be working out just fantastically over there. I hope so. So let's place it here. There you go. It is also in the protection of our tower that we have there too. And yes, well, we will then need to think about a way of actually improving the attractiveness of this area a tiny bit. We have the church there. I would definitely like to have the more buildings. I mean, they're already popping up as we can see. So it's not that bad over here, right? It's just this area is a bit red, but it's fine. We're going to have some ornaments around it, and then in no time, this should actually look just fine again. So we have the decorative trees. Let's assign 2 here, right? So around the brewery, we can definitely have, let's have 3 of them, and then also some bushes in between here. So there's actually a road that I would like to keep. Let's have the bushes then here. And then we can also add a few more here beside the brewery so that it does look a bit better overall. And with the trees, yes, it's already going back and it's further going back then in the future as well. Now the tavern, oh, very close now, and our second church, actually still needs lots of stone. Both of my quarries should be working though, so there is lots of stone coming in. That's at least something. I can still promote, and we still have some people to serve. There you go, lots of people joined again. We have 113 in the population now, very good. That leads to 9 unemployed. Let's check our... Once again, we have the bailiff still assigned. Is anyone here not fully working? The transporters don't really need to fully work, but let's assign 2 people there. And then we got the workshop. There's more people coming for that. By the way, I should probably purchase this territory for some future farm expansions as well that we want to have in the area. Over here, which is our latest residential zone, as we can see, there's also an end here, right? So we have residents there, and then we have the sheep farms, and that's probably going to stay, right? So I don't think that we are going to stop with that. I will thus have some decorative trees here that are going to mark the end for my farm district, because that's not really an industrial zone here, is it? And then also some bushes. Here and here. And by the way, I think this one... No, this one is still fully available, actually. What we might also be doing here then is a fence of some sorts. So this one... I love my fences. And we can definitely have the fence then going over there, through the bushes, up here, up the hill, right? Going to my lumber camp hut. And over here then as well, some fence here. That goes at the back of this warehouse that we have. And then also along this path there. Even though here we probably will have some more buildings popping up. I just love it when the fences are standing with some bushes and the trees growing. It's just really lovely looking, and this is all really random, right? How it's coming together with the roads coming and then some fences. I love that. It's perfect, really. There's this house now. And they should really have some proper... Yes, perfect. So desirability is very high for this area now, as it should be. Alright, the bailiff has one more mineral deposit. It's the last one. Oh, where is that? It's at the other side of the hill there, right? So we already have... It looks like quartz to me. Yep, there's quartz. This is the last one. And then we fully have prospected everything that we can find here on this map. Also, a monk. These are needy times. They want wood. Wood is something we always have. We can check once more. What should we go for? I think labor is actually the way to go. Yeah, labor, kingdom. We have lots of kingdom influence points. Let's go with clergy this time. I rarely go with that. But now we can do this. Right, and not there yet. I think there's still a tower missing for this house, and the tavern is finished. There you go, in all its glory. Our next big building, right? Looking really cool for now. And now we can assign something to the stone hall, which is the first hall really that we have there. The public lounge, tavern capacity, or the service counter sells tavern resources types to the villagers. Let's go with that. We do need a bartender, and now we need to assign a resource, and there you go. The beer is now for sale. Oh my goodness, my people should be euphoric with that, right? And as we can see, there's already the first ones coming in. We can now also finish this tavern building there. I would probably like to go with, let's just see, a proper, better fence that we can have around that. So we have lots of fences available. I would like to have something decorative. The hedge is available. The hatch is not so bad. Let's have the hatch around the tavern here. Going then into the market that we have over there. And then the hatch continues like that. All around. It looks like a snake that is going through that building here. Really cool. Right? And we are basically going around the full tavern there. Then on both sides we have then some room to expand. Right? And it ends then over there at the market once more. And then we have lots of buildings here that we can attach now, like the stone extension, We do still have the stone hall, another one that I could probably have at the end, at the back. That would actually be working quite fine. A chimney. So lots of stuff that we can individualize our tavern to get more splendor points out of that. That's very important for the tax officers then. So this one in the center, we still have some roads here. That's not looking so great, but that's going to change then as well, right? With less and less people using this area, and this will also mean that the roads disappear again. There's still this stone deposit there that I really don't like to see. So let's plant some bushes over that, like it's a little flower garden now, right? That we have just over there. Perfect. I don't want to add anything else here as long as we don't know the final extent of our tavern yet. So that will have to do for now. And hopefully lots of people like to join into my tavern there soon. Okay, another problem occurs in the meantime, and that is that once again we have lots of unemployed people, but more is that the common clothes is going out, the same with the cheese. So these are definitely going down at the moment. Bread is still fine. I will need to find new ways, and how should we do that? Well, first of all, we do need to increase our wool supply, and for that, once again, we do need to have more sheepies. We already got a few sheepies up here in this area there, so we'll just need to add a few more of them now with the sheep farm. So I think we might just have another one then here by the stone quarry, right? And I'm actually going to build 2 of them, I think, because we just have all the space available, really. Let's have the next sheep farm then here. That's lots of wool coming in then from my farming district. And then we have the weaver hut, and I think we don't need to expand on that, really, because the weaver hut still is not flooding in wool, right? It's not flooded in wool, so that's going to be fine. So I think here we don't have the culprit. I think the culprit at the moment is the wool. And then most likely as well the tailor workshop. So I probably will need a second one of that to counter the increased consumption now for all of that. The tailor is not increasing decreasing the attractiveness, so we can really squeeze it into the center here somewhere. I would like to do this too because it's just fitting, right? We have the medieval core here of the center, and that should be dense and dark as well, because that's just how it looks basically. I can have the other one here, really. It's just fitting in nicely beside the windmill and the granary that we have. And yeah, let's place it in here actually. The path here will be staying free, so people can still walk around here, and we have the second one then just here in the center as well. We still have some place here where I can squeeze something in, and here, right? So there are still places for that. And then we have the candle workshop. For that we do need the wax, and I guess for that we will need to have some beekeepers or something like that. But let's just build those things now. That's for the clothes. And then there's also milk and cheese. For milk, we only have 1 dairy farm at the moment. So I would like to have a second dairy farm now. That is going to help us. And yeah, let's also have this one on the hill here, and also a bit more now here in the center because we have the space around it. There you go, a second dairy farm. And it's probably going to have a path then up there, either here or here, so that our hill is being flooded with more animals, right? We can also assign a few more extraction zones here to the trees that we have, so to make a bit more room here. That is looking fine. There is going to be more residents here at some point, I think, or some more lighter industry. And for chopping down stuff, I think this one is still in the extraction zone. Perfect. We could also add now here these trees to an extraction zone. And for that, I will probably also need a second lumbercap hut, because I think we already have not enough of that anymore. So let's add a second one here to my gatherer hut here as well, that is collecting us the berries. And by the way, berries is really fine since we assigned a third one to that. So berries is stable, fish is stable too, even though both of them are being permanently sold now at the market, and both of them are also being sold, really. So fish is being sold and berries are being sold. That is fine. And now another thing is, since it's the first time that I'm actually building a tavern, I think there is one problem here, and that is that there is no place in the public lounge. So what I did is we are going to assign a great hall already right here to this area that we built, and then we hopefully can assign more people now to the public lounge then, so people actually have a place to sit, right? And there's not that many buildings available for assigning that. So we have the stone hall. That is the one that I'm building right here at the moment. And then we have, for example, these wooden extensions that I really don't like, so I'm not building them, right? The cabin here, the cabin might actually work to some extent, but we might have the cabin then at the edge of this stone hole there, then over here, right? We can still move the hedge a bit over. That is something that I most likely will have to do. It's a huge building, the tavern. We might still need to assign the hedge then a bit further here up the north, if necessary, but that's something for later. Right, 12 unemployed people. Hopefully we can finish all the jobs then soon. And let's also just see, actors are missing, so let's assign 2 actors. Stone quarry needs 2 miners there once more, and that's actually it already again. There's the miner for that. Right, so we're down to 8 unemployed people for now. Stone is endlessly rare, really, so stone is always low, basically. The Commonwealth workshop at least has the 30 polished stone it needs. I thought it would take a longer, but it's actually full already. Perfect, so we can finish this one. It's a very important building, and we can then assign these wares, I guess, to the goods store or to the luxury goods store. No, it's the goods store. There's the common wares that we can assign then to this area. Perfect. And there it is. The rustic church has been built. We have a second one now in our town. This one, so we have 2 churches now, and this one actually has some capacity left, while this one, the newly built one, is already full right off the bat, right? It's still at 30, and this one here now has, yeah, the attendance up to 65. As we can see, it's going up there. But also in the process, our happiness is increasing 74% now, thanks to also having enough services available again, and the service shortage is gone with that, or it's very low at the moment. And that's also more clergy points that we get out of that, so the clergy splendor points, right? We do need 2 more to unlock another church that we can then have, and the trade bonus, gain a trade bonus of 20% with villages of clergy allegiance. And you know these 2 points, actually that is 1 tower, so let's assign another tower here to the church itself. And yes, I know we can actually get this one up and do get some more points in the process, but let's just keep it normal so that it's, because I've already, assigned this one here with that height. And since, yeah, attendances are really high, let's also have our wooden extensions then right away next to the church, so we can have one here with the tower, and then another one here with that tower there, to have a bit more room size increase. And on the back, we could then also have these 2 there as well, right? So that's going to be quite a lot planks that we consume with that, but also more size for my church. So this one we expand already. Now, since we always need stone really, and we have enough workers, I could just assign more modules here to my stone quarry. So this one here has a slot for a second stone quarry, and that would be 2 more workers that we can assign then to this area, right? Or 1. I think it's 2 that we can assign in addition here. Card is decorative, crane, this is the resource depot that we already have. And I think with that we can happily build the second one to this. And I'm probably also going to do the same thing over here. Oh, and it's winter once more. That was quick, wasn't it? Yields of berries, milk and herbs is reduced by 75%. That is a really big impact there. Also, boar and wood is increased by 50%. And also, overall, the satisfaction of all the services is reduced a tiny bit. So we are going to lose a bit of happiness there. But that's not the worst thing, because I don't really need that much immigration at the moment anyway. Now, about this one. I think this one actually only has 1 slot. Yep. We cannot add a... Oh, we can. Over here. Over there. But that's under the earth now, right? So this is not something we can do. This one can only house 1. Really. Alrighty, so that's that. We do have more promotions available once more. I like to do that. Also for the commoners. Let's upgrade all of them. And a few more citizens. Most of these citizens are really happy, as we can see, with 100%. And that's a good thing. Also, more citizens mean more people that purchase then my common wares that we are going to hopefully have soon. It's taking a long time, this building. I've already put it on priority. It's still taking its time there. And yeah, we have 8 constructions ongoing right now. So actually, let's have another builder workshop. Even though I already have 2. I'm going to have another one now, right here. At least we can assign 3 builders to that, right? Lowering the unemployment rate. It's just very important that we do that. And we can also speed up all the constructions in my city right now. So we got 3 of them at the moment. Housing is also inefficient. Really? I do have enough space. We still have here something. We have here some more zones. This is also a high quality zone here that is available. And over there is already some buildings coming up. Perfect. So in this area we are still growing. And I really love how dense my village is looking there in the center, at least. Look at that, really. So many buildings. I love how they assign each other there, or they, you know, build themselves so that it looks like a block. Like in this case here, I think this might be random, but it's just a nice effect overall. And yeah, we do have that quite everywhere. There's also now, I think, yep, the second tailor workshop that is working already. And as we can see, common clothes is skyrocketing once more. And we also have another tiny alley here, right? So a very small lane, more or less, where people can walk through. I love that because it's very medieval and very atmospheric for my city. A bit chaotic perhaps, but overall very fun. 8-10 constructions we have now. It's going to take a while before we can really finish all of them. My builder workshop is helping, but also the shortage of stone is a problem. So we are going to assign here in this construction. I'm also prioritizing this so that someone finishes that, and then we have 6 miners for stone in total working. That should speed things up. Stay tuned.